topics. Doctor Strange 2. All right. So, firstly, I would say that I absolutely loved this trailer. I think it's one of the best trailers Marvel ever did. Sam Raimi is directing, and this trailer shows that he is directing, and he has such a huge influence on this movie. It shows, and even in the trailer, they said from Sam Raimi, which they don't do a lot for the other directors. Chloe Zhao got that. I think James Gunn gets that, and I think the Russo brothers get that. But yeah, it was really awesome seeing this trailer because I did not expect this trailer to look like this. I had something completely different in mind, especially after watching No Way Home. But this trailer kind of surprised me, and it looks very interesting. I'm curious to see how much of the general audience is interested in this movie after seeing this trailer, because there seemed to be a lot of stuff that Marvel fans would love, but general audience might be confused about. So, but for me, it was awesome because I love this. I love that creature that's in the city. I love the multiverse stuff, obviously, and it looks darker than other movies, and this trailer didn't have a single joke in it. This movie has Wanda in it, two of them actually, and they have multiple Doctor Stranges as well. And obviously, the highlight of the trailer, which got people excited, was off camera, just a shoulder of somebody we recognize from some other franchise. So, what do you think of the trailer?
Trailer was awesome. It was so good. Probably one of the best MCU trailers we've gotten for
Yep.
movies. Like it's a story within its own right. And Sam Raimi, this is like if Zack Snyder returned to DC 15 years from now. This is what this is like. Sam Raimi, he's the guy who he created the three Spider-Man movies with Tobey. He never got his fourth one, but now he's back doing Doctor Strange. And this movie is very fitting for him, a multiverse movie, because he dropped the name Doctor Strange in his movies, which is awesome. He even dropped Shazam as well in the Spider-Man ones. So yeah, this is cool. This is really cool, and it looks there's such a great style to it. And of course, he's got a horror background with the Evil Dead movies. So like this is supposed to be a horror movie, and I hope it goes into it hard. There didn't seem to be much comedy in it. Of course, there will be because it's still a Marvel movie. We'll still have those laughs at times, but I don't know where you fit in the laughs with this that much because of how serious the story is, and especially like I don't see Wanda cracking too many jokes. You know what I mean? Because of her backstory and what's going on there and stuff. And it seems like a very serious story. So I don't see Doctor Strange having much humor either. There's one character that I could see humor coming from is America Chavez. It's a new character is being introduced who can open up portals and stuff like this. She was
And
actually
maybe
supposed to
Wanda
be in Spider-Man.
by saying
Yeah,
super
yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly. But the this character, she was supposed to be in No Way Home opening the portals. She was supposed to bring Toby and Andrew back or as Spider-Man, but they changed it last minute because of
Oh yeah,
the
the
pandemic
concept
and
art
scheduling
was
stuff like
showing
that.
that, right?
Yeah, she was supposed to be in it, especially the third act as well. She was supposed to send them back to the world, but then they changed it to Ned because the Doctor Strange was coming out later now because of the pandemic and stuff like that. So her character might have some humor to it. But yeah, we got to see, and it looks like I think you're going to have to watch the What If Marvel series, to understand some of the references in this movie, which is something that I probably wouldn't have thought of. To
Yeah.
like, you wouldn't think that What If would be necessary watching, but it seems to be because Captain Carter was referenced in the poster. Haley Atwell could pop up as a live action Captain Carter. There was the What If Zombies, which was one of my favorite episodes. Doctor Strange Zombie, Wanda Zombie was shown. And there's other things like that. So we could see What If being canon to the MCU in such a big
Oh, I think
way.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I think if you've watched that show, you will get some stuff that happens in this one. But the big thing was like Patrick Stewart, Professor X, is in the MCU, and this is awesome because Patrick Stewart after Logan came out said that he was done as Charles Xavier, and Hugh Jackman said the same, but never say never in this industry. Hugh Jackman doesn't seem to want to come back because Logan was the great send off for his character. And in a way, I don't want him to come back, but in a way, I do because I don't think it would ruin the legacy because that was the X-Men Fox universe. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is a big
Yeah.
thing. So I would love him to be in it. But Charles Xavier being in it is awesome. And just for people who don't know, in the comics, there's a team known as the Illuminati. And it's the world's strongest heroes, most powerful heroes. They form a council, and it dictates what happens in the world. They handle world matters. If there's any threats coming to the planet and stuff like that. They also did this in the comics where they sent away Hulk because he was too destructive, and that's how the Planet Hulk storyline happened. So in the comics, they're not like good. They're not like the Avengers, like friendly guys and stuff like that. Like they're pretty ruthless, and it usually consists of Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Namor, Charles Xavier,
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man. So that's the team usually consists of. Now we get a shot of them sitting there's 6 chairs in front of Doctor Strange, and it looks like that we will see the Illuminati. They said Illuminati, but we don't know who is it going to consist of. They could stay to the comics, be very comic accurate, or they could have different MCU variants be the 6. But there's rumors of John Krasinski showing up as Reed Richards. He could be one of them. There's also rumors of the original kind of actor that played the character in the early 2000s movie popping up. That would be pretty cool. I watched those movies in theaters when they came out.
I loved
The
Silver Surfer.
Namor character. My brother loves Ben Affleck's Daredevil, and he loves the bad Fantastic Four movies. So he'll be the only one cheering if the original Reed Richards shows up. And yeah, he loves those movies. But Namor is showing up in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever later this year. So that same actor might be in the Illuminati as well. In terms of Iron Man, there's strong reports it could be Tom Cruise, which is pretty insane. But he could be playing Superior Iron Man. This is an Iron Man that has 3 Infinity Stones. He also killed Thanos, has his head in a jar, stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to happen, but that would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool to see that. And of course, I think Doctor Strange wouldn't be Joaquin Phoenix. It would just be an evil variant of Doctor Strange, or a different variant of Doctor Strange. Black Bolt, there was rumors, or actually it was confirmed that Vin Diesel was supposed to play the character in a movie, but it never happened. But there's also some rumors that the actor who played the character in the Inhumans show, which was terrible seemingly, I never watched it.
It was.
He could pop up as a variant in this. So
I would love that because he actually carried the show. Whatever was
really?
whatever dignity of that show was left, that was because of him. Because granted, he didn't have lines, which kind of also makes it more difficult to him. For him, because he needs to just act throughout the entire show, and he did a very good job.
Is that the character who can't speak because if he does his the shockwaves, like he kill everybody because they're powerful? That's a cool. Yeah,
he accidentally killed his son.
Oh, really?
That's why he never speaks.
Okay, it would be cool to see that. That would be cool for fans of that show who did like him in the role. And Kevin Feige is cool that way.
Yeah.
He'll get Kevin Feige. I think he's pretty awesome as a creator because he kind of listens to the fans in a way. And if he ends up bringing all these cameos in, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
That is awesome. But I would love to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man to see how it looks. Might not happen. It could be different. It could be a different team than the comics. There's no way for sure that it'll be the source material. But Patrick Stewart is there as Charles Xavier, and that's awesome. And that confirms that the X-Men Fox universe, in some degree, is in the MCU now. And maybe we may even see the X-Men at some point as well. The original X-Men.
100%.
The first half. That would be awesome. That'd be cool. And I think Patrick Stewart's there. I do think Magneto will be in it, but I think it will be Michael Fassbender, not
I hope so,
Ian
dude.
McKellen.
He's my favorite of that franchise. So I hope he comes back.
Yeah, he kind of carried the bad movies for me.
Definitely.
He seemed to be on a different story from everyone else, a different kind of arc. Especially the scene where he loses his daughter and wife in the same scene. Like that's pretty dark, and he just kills all those guys.
That was the best scene.
Yeah. yeah, it was awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. The trailer was fantastic. I'm intrigued to see what cameos pop up because there will be a lot because it's called Multiverse of Madness. I do hope because they did do reshoots recently. I think it would be cool if Toby was in it because of Sam
Yeah.
Raimi. That kind of reunion there, that would be awesome. Why not? Could have shot. I do think that Andrew Garfield could have been doing reshoots to be put into Morbius.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think they want these characters to pop up in more now because if word gets out that Toby or Andrew are in Morbius or in Doctor Strange 2, there's an extra
Yep.
400 million at the box office.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
So I think if one of them is in Morbius, I think they will leak it because nobody's going to. Well, not nobody, but that film isn't going to do
Yeah.
well if they're in it and nobody knows. It's not going to do well like No Way Home. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They'll have to leak it that they're in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this trailer was awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah. Absolutely.